All right, episode 4, Black Horseman Promotions. We're taking a different path today, so y'all gonna get some different scenery. It's gonna be a different view today. This is gonna be a longer trail, so it's gonna be a lot more ground to cover. But maybe we see some different things on this side, on this trail. But salute to everybody that's gonna be watching this live stream. Even the ones that's gonna catch the playback. You can leave a comment if you want to. If you have a suggestion on a certain topic you want me to speak on while I'm doing my little walk, then let me know. You know, this is just a free thought series, and usually whatever just comes to my mind that I feel led to speak on, I just speak on it, and then um, I just absorb nature and try to get my vitamin D. All right, a lot of people don't go outside enough. Get that vitamin D, take in that good air, fresh air around trees and things like that. You know, here's something's moving. Oh, bird. It's a cardinal. Some of my favorite birds is the red cardinals. They just stand out, you know. Some of them in these trees over here. I seen a hawk earlier today. I got some footage on my other channel where I literally caught a hawk eating another bird. Like, a hawk was eating another bird, and it was at nighttime. I just pulled into the parking spot, and my headlights shine light on the whole meal. I was like, dang. And the trip thing about it was that it was a tree that had a whole bunch of birds in it, and he must have just swarmed down on it and grabbed one and just started getting his grub on. I mean, dude, the poor bird was just getting torn to shreds. It was like, man, you didn't make it. A lot more of the rock trail over there. A lot of people don't even use their senses a lot, you know. Use your hearing senses, man. People don't even. I just listen for sound. You know, usually if something is moving, you're gonna hear sound. And so I was focusing on. Oh man! Shout out to the ones that have found me from my original channel and have reunited and joined this resurrection of Black Horseman Promotions. We doing different things with this channel, but that's what it's all about. It's about change, growth. You know, if Black Horseman Promotions didn't grow and go to another level, then you know, there's no need to even start another channel, a new channel, that is. But that's how it is. That's why when certain things happen, you know, I just pretty much go into like a deep meditation to try to understand it instead of getting upset or, you know what I mean? That's what we do a lot. And shout out to Chin Smoke in the chat, one of the originals, man. He's been supporting me from jump. So salute. Let me zoom back out. I just wish that the StreamYard had better camera features. You know, is what it is, man. Can't get perfection. Get the best that you can get. Like I was saying, when certain things happen, I kind of just go into a deep meditation because a lot of times what we do immediately when something chaotic happens in our lives, what's the first thing we do? We just get mad. We get mad. We start blaming people because that's what anger does. Anger blames people. You know, I learned about that, and then I'm like, pretty much analyze it and from experience, seeing that anger does blame. So that's the first thing we do. Like, man, it's this person's fault, it's that person's fault, and not really looking at the whole bigger picture as if like maybe there's something bigger going on in that place. So if you lose something, like if you just drastically lose a lot, you got to make room for the new that's coming in. So when I lose something big or something like that in my lifetimes, it's like, yo, being aware, it's like, okay, hold on, let me make sure the zoom focus is okay. All right, whatever. But I always make sure that I just question things like, man, is there something bigger going on here? And that's what we don't do. We don't question things enough. We have been programmed to just accept everything without question. You know, I mean, they call the word question come out of quest. You're on a journey to find something. You're here to find out something. Something new. People don't go on long journeys to find the same old stuff that they've already had, to find something that they already got. You go on a journey to find something new. So when you asking a question, the question is not to learn, or to get an answer for something that you already knew. It's to get a new answer, some new information. So we got to make sure that we stay on our quest of questioning things that we don't understand and not just assuming like, oh, well, whatever, man. It is. That's what we do. It is what it is. We do that a lot. We say it a lot. It is what it is. Well, what is it? Do you actually know what it is that's going on and what's happening to you or whatever the case? People just accept, but they don't want to we're not focusing on getting the lesson out of what is happening to us. Experiences. People don't understand that we in a different kind of school, man. Like, we've been already programmed to think. Oh, shout out to Iron Kong in the chat. He says, what we reasoning on? Oh, it's just a free thought. But right now, at this moment, I'm just talking about being on a quest. We don't question nothing, and I'm gonna drop the link in a second if you want to jump on and add to the conversation if y'all got time. Because this is a free open platform. I'm about to approach the lake right now. Just taking a different path on the trail today. But I was just talking about how like we just accept things. What we say a lot, we say it is what it is, or we just accept stuff without even questioning it. Like, why did this happen to me? Is there something bigger going on? Am I supposed to learn a lesson? Because a lot of times when we don't learn a lesson, we're gonna go through the same experience over and over until we learn the lesson. Figure out how to get beyond this same old messed up situation that you might be going through. Always experiencing. What's up, Ducky? No, I ain't got no food today. I ain't got that bread. we want that bread like they want that bread. They want that bread though. Yeah, one day I'm gonna bring my pole out here. I'm gonna just fish while we do this. You know, we'll fish while we do this. Shout out to No Name Rose in the chat, supporting me on all my channels that I've ever had. She's been supporting me on them. So shout out to No Name Rose. Long time supporters. Shout out to y'all. Those are hard to come by. Hard to find. Diamond in the dirt. That's all we are though. We just diamonds in the dirt. We love wearing diamonds and stuff. But did you know you was one? You're just a diamond in the dirt. You shine within, my friend. Go to this other section of the lake. I just seen this all white. I don't know if that's a seagull or whatever you call it. Somebody was out here fishing and left their cup. Oh, he already took off now. I was trying to creep up on him. And he got hella wingspan though. Hella wingspan though. Up, somebody's smoking. There's swishers. Someone's smoking. People just leave their trash out here. Taking that good breeze. Oh, here they just sneak up on me. I ain't got no food. I know that's what y'all looking for. Oh, iron cone. All right, what's happening?
What's up, Black?
Oh man, I'm hanging out with the nature again. Just doing what I do.
Man, leave them ducks alone, man. What you doing?
No, they bothering me. They think I got some food or something. I said, I ain't got nothing, fam. I don't know why y'all hunting me down. I ain't got it. I got different kind of bread, not the bread y'all want.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? But
So what are you talking about today, bro?
Well, like I said, it's this one is free thought series, but I was just talking about like how a lot of us just accept things. Like we might go through certain experiences.
Yeah.
And a lot of times what happens is it's with us having no knowledge of why something might be happening, we immediately get mad. And anger starts to blame people. We start, sometimes we take it out on people because we're frustrated. And that's what confusion would do. Like if you don't understand what's going on, you're ready to fight. You're ready to fight. It's anger. So I think a lot of times is we get detached from who we really are within, and not understanding that something deeper might be going on. You might be experiencing something for a reason. Or I was giving an example where if somebody loses everything, instead of them looking at it in a super negative way, it may be making room to bring you in something better, and bigger and better than what you already had. But to bring in something new, you kind of got to be out with the old.
I mean, I guess, but sometimes I guess when you lose it in such a depends on like how you lose it. If you lose it in such a dramatic fashion, right? And if it's something that you really work hard for, I think anybody would be extremely angry and whatnot. And you as human nature, we tend to not be able to see past our nose sometimes, and it's rough. So again, it's just how you lose it, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
not everybody is inclined spiritually, and yeah, sometimes we just can't. And if you're a person that has worked hard your whole life for some goal, and then to have it taken away from you, yes, it's going to be a traumatic experience. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know?
Right. And I'm not just just staying on that, because it's different scenarios where certain experiences can happen, where it just be like an unexpected thing can happen, or
Sure.
uh, it could be, lose a job. It could be you could lose a loved one, or your best friend turn their back on you. You be like, why the, you know? And it just may be like, well, it may be the time for you to just y'all go y'all separate ways. You've outgrown that person, or that person's outgrown you, and y'all not clicking no more. So
Right, right.
it is what it is. And maybe sometimes we ignore the signs of something to where it's like, okay, really the signs is there. Like this ain't working out no more. And then we wait till the last till it gets to the most worst point, in certain situations where we don't make the changes until we're almost forced to. You know what I mean?
Like an example, I have a female cousin
Mm,
who always complains about this dude who she used to be around, right? Has two
mm,
kids for this dude, and always on Facebook talking shit about this one guy. And then one day I just got fed up and I just typed to her like, everybody knew this dude wasn't shit, except you. Everybody saw these red flags that you chose to ignore. You chose to ignore red flags about this dude
right,
from the time you met him, right? You met this man in the game, right? He was a popular guy. He was an athlete, right?
right.
And pretty much everybody, if you're an athlete, you
You
got
out
women.
there. You
You
out
are,
there. Yeah.
I told her, look, man, you got to understand that you met this man because you were in the race to get him too. You
Right.
ignored red flags and you spent all this time working hard to make something work that everybody around you knew was bad,
Yeah.
right? So it's like, and when the guy finally left, because he left her, he was crying out. She was distraught. That's why till now, 2 years
Mm,
later, she's still talking shit about this dude on
mm,
Facebook. She's 43 years old,
mm,
talking shit about this dude, right? And it's like
right.
you ignore these red flags. Now you've
Right.
lost it, you're distraught. But as you said, Black, she hasn't taken a step back and done any introspection and be like, was it me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people don't want
Because
to take their L.
anger
You know,
blames
she
others.
she's still pissed off. She's still pissed off. And she is not doing any introspection to
Mm,
see what she could have done differently. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And when you do some self auditing, you realize, you know what? This is my fault. I held on to something that I shouldn't have, I should have let go a long time ago.
Yeah.
So you're right. People don't do introspection. People don't do any self auditing, and then they blame everything else except sometimes themselves, their energy and their actions.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
man. I
So,
mean, because especially when you hurt, anger is like the layer above hurt. Because you don't want to deal with the hurt, so people just get pissed off, and then like what I was talking about earlier, anger blames people. You want to put it off on someone else because of how you feeling and what you're going through. But like how you were saying, she met the dude in the game and all of that, and it's like it would have been good if you was on the show yesterday when I did the free throw live stream, because I was talking about ulterior motives. She almost got to ask the question too. Did you get with him because you was just in love with the person, or you just saw because he was in the game and you could see the
he
advantages and
was
benefits you can get?
he was a dude. He was a dude, very popular. You know what I'm saying? And he was in that life. He was a very popular athlete from the island, and everybody wants this person, and you want to be on his arm because you want to show them other hoes that you got him.
Hmm.
Well, okay, you got him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just she wanted to prove a point to other people that she could get this dude and she could
Right.
lock him down.
Right. So I mean, it kind of goes to that category, the ulterior motives. Like your motive was like, okay, you wanted to. It was like doing it on some front stuff. Like, let me show everybody that I can do this, or I can do that. Like it was on that type of thing instead of more of like on a deeper level. Like, I got a deep connection with this person. I can see myself in a long term relationship. But if
Right.
you if you initiated that relationship on some, just out of a challenge. Like, let me see if I can get with this person and nail this, and that way, I can look good in front of all of these people when I show up with them and whoop whoop whoop. Like that's an ulterior motive. Like that's something else. That ain't got nothing to do with, you know what I mean? Something that's gonna last for a long period of time.
But but that's her energy. You know what I'm saying? That's her fault.
Yeah.
Truth bomb Jake. That's hilarious.
Let me see.
Man,
Let me
but
go through
you're
that.
right. You're right, man. I mean, people ignore red flags, people ignore dangers, and decide that, you know what, I'm gonna push on with something that's probably past its sell by date. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, crazy.
This dude tripping.
Show some respect, man. What the fuck, Jake? That's his cousin. That's Iron Cone cousin. You ain't running through nothing.
That's my cousin, bro. That's all right, man. But you
You're
don't.
tripping, Jake.
But truth bomb, I don't think you want them drama, man. This chick is.
Oh wow. He
You know what
said
I'm
you don't
saying?
want them problems.
Nah,
You gotta remember, this is the islands, right?
this is an island woman, Bridget. She would
Yeah,
no.
bro.
Don't do that.
You know how you saw what Rihanna did to Chris Brown.
That's not
Shoot.
what you want, Bridget.
You don't
So
want
no,
them
but
problems.
people like even on a job, right? And you've reached a point in your job where you've plateaued in that job. You're not really moving upwards or nothing. You're just kind of there, right? And some jobs, can offer you things outside of money that you might like.
Uh-huh.
But there's sometimes that you stick with a job because you're afraid to try something else.
Mm.
And sometimes the universe just pushes you, just makes a decision for you.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. Universe is always gonna put you in the best scenario, although we always try to go against the grain, and we get lost in this trying to live this. They say, people try to say I'm trying to live the life, but these people don't really be living a life. They be living a lie. You know what I mean?
Right.
People are always in pursuit of this. I gotta live a life. I gotta live life. And I was talking about this a couple, I think on the first one, about people it was called the illusion of self-love.
Right.
People think that buying themselves a whole bunch of stuff, like I love myself, so I'm gonna go get me some Jordans, I'm gonna get me some choker chain jewelry or some this, that, and the third. I'm gonna go treat myself to the strip club because I love
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
These people are lost, man. They really think that that's loving themselves by buying themselves something every time they get paid. What you think about that?
Nah, well, they're not living a life for them. They're living a life for somebody else. They want to show somebody that they're doing this and they're doing that, right?
Mm.
They're not living life for them. They're living life for somebody else, and that's unfortunate because all that shit,
Yeah,
that's
that's like a clout thing, man. Like you want to get some type, and it's like it's a endless cycle of trying to get some kind of a ego gratification or
right.
something, and it wears off. You can wear some brand new clothes. A woman can wear the banging dress or whatever she gonna wear, and she gonna get the attention and all that stuff. Whoopie whoop. But then guess what? You can't wear the same shit. You better change it up. So they got to keep on getting the next
Exactly.
stuff, wearing the same makeup, best this and best that, to maintain that attention or that feeling and gratification that they can get by freaking making themselves fake. It's just something is insane to
I
me.
would encourage people, like, if you want to live the life, quote unquote, the life, I would say rather than spending that money on nonsense, I would say spend your money on travel. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Try and travel. Don't
this is what I do with my time. I save my money. I walk this trail, nature.
exactly do something. Don't spend your money on a whole bunch of, as you said, chains and new sneak. Like I remember when I was younger, right, Black. When I was a young man,
Mm.
I used to almost spend my paycheck on sneakers and clothes. Just I had like
Oh man. Woo.
I had
Bro,
pairs of
you would have fit you would have fit right in on the East Coast. The New York
jeez.
cats, that's all they love to do, buy some kicks.
I used to spend if I had somebody to really sit me down and tell me, hey man, look, you gotta put something aside, you gotta try and travel, you gotta do, you gotta do different things. I'd have been so much better off
Yeah.
earlier in my life. Like I would tell people none of that shit matters. If you can save your money, I would say the things you spend money on are travel, property, and education. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't I
Something that's
mean
gonna have a long-term appreciation.
exactly like in terms of travel, I stress that because St. Kitts is a cruise destination, right?
Hmm.
And when let me say Americans, when y'all come down here, it's like sometimes you could tell the ones who have never really traveled, right? And it's like they're amazed that islands like this have certain things. It's like, why do you think? How do you think we're living down here,
Hey, how you doing, sir? Good.
right? Like people come down here because my island is only 68 square miles around. It's a little island, right? 68 square miles.
Mm,
You could drive around this island in an hour, right?
mm.
But people come down here like on cruises and they're shocked that this little island has all of this. But I'm telling people like you need to travel more. People from
Right,
these islands go travel up into the States and into Europe because it's not much to see here. So we have to travel.
right, right.
But
Yeah, you
Americans,
said 60 square miles. Yeah, eventually you got to leave.
you're gonna have to leave, right? So we travel a lot. We spend a lot on travel. We go to the States, we go to all kinds of places. But when people come down here, you could tell like a lot of these people have never left maybe their city or their state or and that's disappointing because in
Yeah,
America you don't even have to leave the country. You could travel in America and see so much different shit.
yeah, man. I mean, when I was driving, when I was a truck driver over the road, I still do contractor work with trucks and stuff. But when I was doing over the road, like, I was seeing a lot of beautiful states, because I'm from Cali, and I've
Right.
only lived in Cali and Texas, so just seeing different states within this country.
Hello. Hey, are y'all hearing me? What the fuck happened?
Yeah, I don't know. It be certain little things popping up, and sometimes it'll kick me out of StreamYard. StreamYard is real sensitive like that for some
Oh,
reason.
oh, oh. Oh, go
So
ahead. You were saying you were a trucker and you were driving
back
across
in.
the.
Let me come back in, come back up.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's me alone? Oh, well, let me say, if y'all can hear me, this ain't boxing chat, but I want to say, if Jamal Charlo don't take this goddamn fight against Demetrius Andrade, he's a goddamn duck. Um, if y'all see him anywhere in the street, tell him I said so, right? Um, Truth Bomb Jake, I want to tell my cousin what you said. She like red dudes though. You're a red dude, Truth Bomb Jake. She like red people.
Yeah, Jake said I'm gonna back up off that one. I saw him earlier in the chat say
He said sing us a song. You're lucky, Reggie. I'm just gonna sing that song too. But
that.
go ahead. Black.
Yeah, but that was a good, I think, topic. Speaking on that illusion of self love, man, because that's the biggest. I think that's one of the biggest issues in the world today. Is people is living this illusion. They stuck in this illusionary state of
Yeah,
of love and not really even loving themselves. So as a result, the planet is all jacked up because we got a bunch of people who think they love themselves by buying all of this stuff, and it's just more waste on the planet. People is turning into bitter hoarders, man. You
facts,
believe that? They're
facts.
like bitter hoarders. They got so much junk that they bought to make them happy. At the end of it, wait about 5 or 10 years, all the stuff they accumulated, they look like they just some bitter, unhappy people with a bunch of stuff. What's up, Angel?
What's up, man? What's going on, my brothers?
Angel Santos, what up?
What's up, bro?
All good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We just talking about me and Iron Kong was just building a minute ago on Illusion of self-love, man. How people always want to spend so much money on themselves. They think that that's loving themselves by buying them something. And you know, you from New York, so you know how it is out there. I got to give me some new sneakers, B. I just got paid, B. I love
Oh
myself.
yeah.
I treat myself, B.
Let me tell you, man. I didn't growing up, in the South Bronx and in the projects on welfare. My father had um, odd jobs. He was a self-taught mechanic and self-taught auto painter. So he always had odd jobs and whatnot like that. But he was taken out of school before he could finish the sixth grade. So there wasn't really he never really had a chance to improve himself as far as going back to school, nor did he have the desire to because he learned all these trades on his own, right? You know what I'm saying? He learned how to, fix cars and fix, uh, uh, you know, appliances and stuff like that. So there was money to be made in that. But, you know, like growing up, I mean, we didn't have it the best, but he always provided. But the one thing it always irked him that I always wanted was like a nice pair of shoes, like you were saying, right? And literally, not it's not until I finally grew up and finally realized, like, man, why am I trying to get all dipped and dressed up? For what? It's like to make someone else happy or to make myself happy. It didn't
Right.
really make me happy after a while. It was like, what am I doing this for? Just for shine, for to the wow, look at me factor for what? Because a lot of times it brought unwanted attention. A lot of times it brought attention to where, damn, you got some nice sneakers. Damn, I'm jack this motherfucker. Like I said, man, I done been robbed before. You know what I'm saying? I got my coat stolen from me. I got jumped, beat up. You know what I'm saying? This is how it was in growing up in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Was I a skinny kid growing up? Yes, I was. Did I fend for myself? Did I fight? Yes, I did. I won some and I lost some. You know what I'm saying? Could you do anything when you getting jumped? No, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You getting jumped by 3 or 4 guys. You know what I'm saying? Pockets dug in and everything. You can't really do shit. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And my thing was, I'm getting all this stuff for what? To bring unwanted attention to myself. So now it's like me, I dress regular. I go to the thrift store. I shop, like I was telling you, me and Black was talking about this the other day. I go to the thrift store and shop.
Yep.
I don't care because
Facts. Yeah.
I'm not trying to impress nobody. My thing is I'd rather save my ducats to buy some more property. Or like
Facts.
Iron King is what Iron Kong was speaking on traveling. Before I joined the Marine Corps, like I traveled a little bit here and there, but once I joined the Marine Corps and started really traveling around the world, I got addicted to it. So when I got out, that's was one of the things that I wanted to do, and I travel. You know what I'm saying? I go here and there all around the globe. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do because you could, as much as you could say, well, I heard this was like this, or Japan was like that, or Brazil was like this. You're not gonna know until you see for yourself. Okay, you're not gonna know if England and Britain, they're all a bunch of dart chuckers and all that until you go over there and see, oh, well, they're not just about chucking darts. They actually play basketball, rugby. They like football. They like soccer and all that stuff. It's not all hunky dory. Like they got hoods in Britain and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like Anthony Joshua came from the fucking hood. You know what I'm
Project.
saying? From the projects, just like me, just like other people, that be on this
Poverty is
YouTube with us.
everywhere, man. Yeah.
It's everywhere. The thing is, what people get it misconstrued is people want to say poverty has a face or a color. Poverty has no face and no color.
Nope.
Poverty affects everyone. You could be white,
Poverty
brown,
don't
Chinese.
discriminate.
Poverty doesn't discriminate around the world. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of the things that me and Black was talking about. Poverty has been to the point where they make it to where, poverty is because of this guy right here that looks a certain color like this. No, that is not the case. Okay,
Right.
because when the Europeans came from over here, there was the poorest, the most trashiest
Yep.
Europeans that came over here as well
Facts.
as the good ones and bad ones. You know what I'm saying? From everywhere that came over here. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you can't say, well, all those people are bad. Most of these people that cross the border are criminals and rapists. You can't say that. Every single part of this earth has those kind of bad people equally as they have those kind of good people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Facts, bro.
So, you can't, people, you got to open your mind. You got to actually travel, see for yourself, see how a place is for yourself before you even judge or even think about judging or even stereotyping somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go to India right now, not every Indian likes curry food and stuff like that. Not everybody in the islands like curry chicken and all that stuff. Not everybody in Puerto Rico
But I'm
eats
I'm
rice and
from
beans
LA.
and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
Real
like
stuff, bro. And that's why,
like
like, man, I don't even get into the discrimination stuff. Like when people be trying to tell me about you get on some type of supremacist stuff, I ignore them because poverty don't discriminate, hate don't discriminate. If you're a hateful person, it don't shoot. At the end of the day, um, that racial supremacy that you're trying to push, that's gonna go out the window. You get mad if you're just a hateful person, and one of your own say something wrong to you. You already been a hateful person, you're gonna off them too. So people be fronting, trying to act like they super about their people, but then be the main ones that's killing them. Main
Black, where
ones,
the hell are you?
huh?
Where are you, bro? What is this
Oh, look,
Carpathian mountain forest you walking through? Where is this?
dang, four of them over there. Dang, they took off though. Nah, bro, I'm in the hills, bro. I'm in the hills, man. I was just trying to creep up on these deer, but it was like four of them. They took off. But yeah, man,
yeah, man.
I'm definitely
Ain't,
in the hills, bro.
ain't that like a good old hike through the woods and mountains and stuff? That's good stuff, man.
This is living life right here for me.
Yeah,
Not the other stuff that people be thinking they doing. Trying to make the next big event, trying to wear the next big, get the newest Jordans to come out, and all the dumb stuff. Nah, I'm good. Y'all can have all of that. Because at the end of the day, when you motherfuckers take all y'all clothes off and you naked, you're gonna feel stupid. You're gonna feel miserable. How do you feel without all that on? Is the question mark. If you only feel good when you put on that new outfit, then you ain't happy, fam. But if you can
you know
take all
what?
that and you
You
can
know
be in
what?
some regular clothes and still be happy and feel good, you happy.
It's like what do those clothes matter when something crazy like a catastrophic event happens and
Yeah.
there is no food, there is no
Well,
water? How are you? Do you know how to hunt? Do you know how to fire a weapon? Do you know how to
right, exactly.
skin a rabbit and cook it from scratch? You know what I'm saying? Do you know how to which foliage to eat, what mushrooms not to eat in order to survive? You know what I'm saying? What
Right,
my happiest moment is when I'm learning something new. If I'm not learning something new every day, then I have not fulfilled my happiness of the day. You know what I'm saying? I need to learn something new. I ask my children, what have you learned new today in school? And they tell me, oh, nothing really. Oh, all right, cool. We're gonna learn something new today. You know what I'm
right,
saying? That when you learning about new things, that keeps your mind busy. It makes you a better person in the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because you learn something that kept away that ignorance further back away from you. You know what I'm saying? Because people like to, you know, be into their phones and there's only so much you can learn off of Google. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Or Wikipedia. All that stuff can be manipulated. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing like going to the local library or something like that, or going to a thrift store, finding the book section and getting a book that used to cost $70 for like 50 cents and learning something off that book. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the greatest joys that I get. I get a nice book, hardback book from the thrift store. I get it like, oh, damn shit. 48 Laws of Power or something like that. Or the Sun Tzu Art of War. Damn, I just got this book for $2. Crack it open. Oh, okay, wow. This is some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's what keeps you going. Well, that's what keeps me going for me, in my opinion. That's what that's my high when I learn something new and enjoying to learn something and applying it. Actually applying have to happen practical application. You know,
Right, man.
like blacks near a little creek kind of thing. Something go down. Now Black knows, well, I know there's a creek where there's a good, somewhat sustainable water source I can go to. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
Something
figure it out.
helpful. Figure it out. What are there? Is
All
there
I gotta pay
crawdads in there?
attention to the
Is there some
landmark.
kind of food? Is there kind of food in there? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like
Yep.
I was going around my property and then I learned that, oh, Dip, I got a damn creek full of damn crawdads on my property. And me and the kids, we picked some out and we freaking boiled them up and we ate them freaking Cajun style, Louisiana style crawdads we had the other day. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Stuff like that,
Simple stuff, man.
simple stuff,
And
you
like what
know.
you was just saying about, like, you were saying about like how your kids, you ask them like, did you learn something? If they say no, you like, well, we need to learn something today. Like with us getting older and stuff like that, it's our due diligence, man, to do that, because we got to make sure we instill in them the same amount of stuff and then some that was instilled in us. Because they got to be able to lead these generations. What I mean, after us, man.
Is
Otherwise, if we don't make sure that they straight, man, this planet is gonna be in bad hands, man.
you got to look at it like, right, some of these boxes too, they buy a whole bunch of these cars and stuff and all these clothes and jewelry and stuff, and they keep doing it over and over, and you know it's to the point where they do it so much, it's like, do you really actually get enjoyment of that, or are you just trying to just perpetrate a front for everyone else, to be like, look at me, attention. That's not what life is about. You know what I'm saying? That it's nice to have those things, but what is the purpose at the end of the day? You got 16 supercars, you can only drive one. With that money, you could have probably
Right.
saved somebody's life that is dying of hunger halfway across the world, or even here in the States. There's people here dying of hunger in the States, man. You know what I'm saying? Or you could have opened up a library where there is no library, or you could have opened up a youth center or something, or some kind of sports center where people can go and work out and better themselves, and that's being a leader, right? That's being a real community leader, a real fellow, um,
Humanitarian.
a real humanitarian, right? Thank you. That's showing people like the caliber of a person you are. The caliber of a person you are doesn't uh, the material things isn't what sets the caliber of person you are. It's what you do to help others that sets the caliber of person, the quality of person that you are. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
you know
We
what?
must.
And to back that up, Angel, like some of the people that are considered legends were not only known for their gifts and talent and abilities, because we all have that. It was the ones that actually did something for others in a major impactful way. Even if they did some bad stuff while they lived, they were still deified and revered because of what they did for others. You look at Ali, you look at Mother Teresa, you look at Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, whoever, whatever names you want to throw out there. These people were powerful and considered heroes or legends because of what they did for others. They spoke to the cause of others. They actually could relate to others and understood the struggle. And that way, when they spoke, we knew that this person was genuine because they've been through that. We can feel it, And a lot of those people stayed connected to that and grounded in that. Despite all the success that they had, they were still able to stay connected and grounded to the people. And a lot of people, what happens is they have this mentality like, you know what, when I make it, it's on. Like I can't wait till I make it. And you got to ask that question, like, what do you mean? You can't wait till you make it. What are you going to make it to? You know, yeah, you might gain more money and all that stuff. You mean like get away from people? Where you just on a secluded place to where you just don't have to have no kind of connection or no involvement with the cause of everything that's going on down here on this earth. Like you just, as soon as you get rich, your work is done. The work ain't finished, man. All of us got work to do down here. If everything ain't perfect, we still got work to do. You know, so people don't approach it like that. We got too many systems in place where people are still combative. We're still at war. So we can't get nothing done if we still at war. Everybody loves this war thing. War, 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 war. I'm the most powerful because we conquered this or we conquered that. You know, it's just been a lot of conquering going on, but nothing growing, no progress. Just every person for themselves. There's always one person at the top who has their own ulterior motive. So they'll send about you know, thousands of people to get the job done for them, no matter how many die or not, and just to get their objective done. Because they don't care about human lives. Ones at the top don't. They like, shoot, I'm gonna sacrifice however many human lives I need to in order to get my job, in order to get mine. That's the mentality.
Yeah, it's selfishness, man. It's selfishness, and it's sad. You know, it's sad because at the end of the day, selfishness leads you to the path of loneliness. You know, that's all it does. You know what I mean? So you at
Yeah,
the top, but as they say, sometimes
it's lonely.
you know it's lonely at the top. A lot of times, for the most part, that's why they say that's the saying. It's lonely at the top
Hmm.
because you're at the top, and for what? For
You're
what? For you to
secluded,
be secluded
I mean,
in your own bubble.
majority of the people on Earth are not wealthy and rich. You know what I mean? Majority of people are poor, maybe middle class. You know, and so there's more of a group or cluster right there than somebody who's at the top in a small percentage, 1 or 2
Well,
percent.
well, now that you see that there's, the middle class is starting to disappear now. You know what I'm saying? Like the other day, I just learned that reading up on that 25% of the colleges in this country are going to fail within the next 10 to 15 years. 25%. Wrap your minds around that. 25% of the colleges will close down. Why? Because of disenfranchised, the middle class is being dwindled. So it's either you have the haves or the have nothings. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
even the have nots, because even the have nots got something, right? But you're gonna have the haves and the haves nothings. And when that happens,
Right.
my friends, you get a repeat of the fallen empire of Rome, the fallen empire of Persia. Okay, all the great empires fell because what? They imploded within themselves. Why? Because the very top did not want to spread the knowledge. Not even it's about the wealth, it's about the knowledge of how to gain wealth, right?
Hmm.
So when I say things like, hey, different sources of income, you might want to do this, you might want to do that. You know, certain folks out there, right? Certain folks with money out there do not like me, right? And I understand that. I totally get
Hmm.
that. Because why? Because I'm probably making their fortune a little less, right? Because I'm teaching someone about making money for them. Now me, I make money because I want to live right, comfortable. But however, I don't want to enrich myself and be like this super mega rich person. No, I don't need that. I got my couple
Hmm.
properties. I get mailbox money, so and so, and I'm maintaining. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with that. Some people need more. You know what I'm saying? I'm good where I'm at because I grow my own food. I take, I got my chickens and stuff. They lay my eggs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I try to utilize that. My backyard is my little food garden back there. You know what I'm saying? Is my backyard is my food garden. You know what I'm saying? In the summertime, it's
That's
on
what's
and
up, bro.
popping. Harvest, it's on and popping. You know what I'm saying? I'm harvesting my own food and I'm feeding my family and I'm trying to get on a strictly vegetarian diet. But it is what it is. I'll have my chicken here and there.
Yep. Yeah, man. But most definitely, man. That's with the information that you be having, man, with finance and all that, like you already know with the other channel, man, you bring so much, you contribute so much to the channel when you're there because of your knowledge, and I'm always staying humble enough to be able to, learn from others, and when somebody else talk, try to understand, and just pay attention. Whereas other people they just want to be able to dominate or just feel like they the most superior, the most the mighty or whatever. Like that stuff is played, man. Like everybody got some wisdom and knowledge that they can offer, you know, and that's what it's all about, man. That's why, like, a lot of us, we get hated on because we don't have to freaking create no freaking cult of one color against the all others or something like that. Nah, I'm move. If we team integrity, okay, team integrity, you know, and self love. If you love yourself, you treat people right. You know? Most people be acting like they love people and stuff, but they be mistreating people. Like you don't love yourself if you mistreating people, man,
Yeah.
because that effect in itself is not going to leave a positive imprint in you. It's not going to leave a positive imprint behind when you're doing harm to others. And people have built up just a like a karmic aura of just being hurt. Some people are in the hurt business, man.
Yeah.
People are just in
Yeah.
the hurt business, and they
I'll
don't
give you
even.
an they don't even realize it, right? Because I'll give you an example, right? Like it was like probably like 2 years ago when I was still living up in Virginia, and one of my neighbors, I know they was like, they'd be looking at me and my wife and stuff, and they, looking at our kids and at our cars and stuff like that, and I could sense, you can sense someone is jealous of you, right? You
Yeah,
could just sense it, right?
yeah,
And I come to find out that, it was because I lived in my house was pretty much, I mean, you see my house up there, Black, I lived in a, $500,000 neighborhood, you know what I mean? Houses is $500,000 and up, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to brag or anything. It is what it is, right? And, but they was like a Section 8 family, you know what I'm saying? Like the house was rented out to them and it was a Section 8 family, they got a bunch of kids and stuff. And I think they was from New York or something like that. And, I remember one time the dad came over. He ain't say a word to me, no nothing. I didn't wave to him. And like some New Yorkers, they be like, you fucking wave at me, you know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. Or like, I'll say good morning, like normal people do. And how New Yorkers be like, fuck out of here. Do I know you? Fucking good morning. Like, that's what I try to escape from because there's a lot of people in New York. You say good morning to them, you even smile at them. They think it's either you want to fight them or you're some kind of fruit cake or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of just actually being like, damn, people are nice out here, like that's what I learned growing up. I mean, living down south and living down in Southern California, that people are actually nice. Like people will say good morning, right? So I would say good morning to him and all that, or wave like, hey, what's up? Nothing, right? So one day he knocks on the door. I think it was like a Saturday morning and stuff, and he's like, hey man, I was wondering if you could loan me like, $25, to
what?
take a cab. I'm like just getting up, because I think it was like uh, on a Sunday or Saturday. It was like a night after a fight. How we was doing back then on the lives. I'm getting fucking drunk and shit and doing all kinds of shit, right? So I'm like, yeah, man, cool. I went in my car. He was like, damn, you got that kind of money in your car? I'm like, I mean, yeah, just in case I go out with my friends, I get drunk, I got a plan B. You know what I'm saying? I got cab money. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's the military man in me. I always got a plan B, C, and D and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, that was only cash I had. That my, cab money that I used to go out if I get, fucked up and I got to take a cab. I got the cash in my glove box. So I was like, I think it was like $40 or something. It's like, here, man, he was like, yeah, man. Oh, thanks, man. I'll pay you back. I'll pay you back. Man, never paid me back. Nor did I even ask,
Right.
And then,
But the mere fact you said it, it's like, come
and
on,
then I was
man.
like, and it wasn't even that I even wanted the money back, right? All I really wanted back was from now on, can you say like, a good morning if I wave to you and stuff.
Speak,
So
bro.
when I was waving away, and leaving the neighborhood when I moved into Florida and I was like, hey man, I was like, all right, see you. Waved at him. He gave me like the dart, he didn't even look my way, actually. He acted like he didn't even know me. Like,
Dang.
I don't know you shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some
And
people,
you know
man.
what? And that told me right there, it was like, man, that man got he's bitter about something. He has a lot of hate in his heart
Yeah.
for something, they used to look at us and my wife is black, you know what I'm saying? She's a sister, you know what I'm saying? Very dark skinned, chocolate woman, you know what I'm saying? And, me being a white looking Puerto Rican that I am, you know what I'm saying? Even though I consider
John,
myself mixed and I am mixed,
John
right?
B be pulling them sisters, man. John B
And
out
I
here.
and I am a mixed person, right? Because I'm not strictly just white. I'm a lot of different things, and I could tell that it was that because every time we would walk past them, he would look at her, then look at me, and it was like some. And I get that energy. Like every time it even happens out here in Jacksonville. We'll get like the fucking upside down face of some brothers and stuff, and I was like, you know what? It's just the mentality that they have, certain people have a mentality, in
Right.
California it's all good because everybody's with everybody out there, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of like New York. So, sometimes you got to chalk it up to where people haven't been around much, people haven't gone out, traveled the world, and you got to chalk it up for them growing up and not learning new things. You know what I'm saying? Being stuck in the same mindset. People need to come out of that, man. You know?
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to everybody, man. That's been tuning in to this live stream. Shout out to the ones catching the playback. Hopefully you guys have gotten gotten something from episode 4. We still moving. We live with nature, and we got Angel Santos and Iron Cone. Glad to see you back on, brother.
Man, StreamYard ain't shit.
Yeah,
I don't know how that. But hey,
you saw
Angel,
kick me out earlier.
Angel Santos, though, you gave me some information that's very useful to me, right? So I remember I about 4 or 5 years ago, I went to Toronto to visit my brother, and then we took a trip over to New York, and I remember like saying good morning to people, and people were watching like, "What the fuck you what?" I'm like, "What?"
Yeah. See?
And I was like down here saying good morning is just what good morning, good afternoon, just what you do. So I'm saying good morning and good afternoon, and people looking at me like I ain't shit.
Yeah, man.
And I didn't understand why, but okay, there you go.
Yeah, man. It's like that in certain places, man.
I don't
Oh,
understand, man. But I
like
mean, but you were saying about the guy, right? You see, down here, we call that being poor and proud, right? Where you're so poor, you know you're poor, but you either don't want to accept help, and even when you get help, you don't know how to act when you get that help because you still
yeah,
have a chip on your shoulder because you feel somebody's going to look down on you because they helped you, right? So a lot of that is that kind of poor and proud syndrome. We have that a lot down here, same way. You don't you even if somebody helps you, you still kind of act weird around them because you don't want them to. You think they're gonna bring it up again, like, oh, you owe me $25. You owe me whatever. You know.
yeah,
So
man. I don't get it, man. You know, my old man taught me to never be ashamed of who you are, where you come from. Learn from it and make it your strength. Make it uh the pillar. You know what I'm saying? Make that your foundation for you to strive and succeed,
right,
to not want to go back to that place. Cause I don't,
right.
my old man still lives in the projects, but that's his choice. I've tried to get that old man out of there. He still wants to live there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get him out this summer coming up, cause my old man's, damn near 80. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be 80 next year.
Yeah.
So you getting too old, you're getting at that age, and I'm gonna have to just try to, take him by force, I guess, trick him. You know what I'm saying? But and I go back to my PJs, man, and I see the same people doing the same shit into the same things, and I give a dap to everybody, and they always tell me the OGs be telling me, like, man, you made it, damn, you did good things, you left and you never look back. Well, I look back, and I try to help, but there's only so much I can help. It's like, I still have dudes like, yo, man, let me hold $20. Like, damn, dog. Every time I visit is You know, you can't even say what you can't even ask me how my kids or my family's doing. You asking me for $20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, oh my bad, my bad. It's like it's all good, man. I'm gonna still give you the $20 a bit, but take care of yourself, man. And here's this information. Hey, call this number up. You know, they might can help you with something, with some kind of form of a job training or something. Go ahead to this library, pick up this book, and you know, learn that. And you can probably make some money legally. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all. You know, I try to help everybody, man. Even my former enemies, my childhood, I helped them out, man. I helped them. You know why? Because I know they fucked up, and you know, a lot of my friends didn't grow up with a dad. You know what I'm saying? They looked up to my dad because he was there. He was like, damn, like Angel got a dad and shit. Like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, and he would just talk to my friends and stuff. Or, you know, he would tell me like, hey, look, tell that young man to do this. And I was like, all right, cool. Some people would take heed to it. Some other guys would be like, fuck you, and like want to fight me and shit, thinking I'm trying to like disrespect them by telling them they fucked up or whatever. Me, whenever somebody ever told me like, "Hey man, you fucked up. Like you need to fix this, that, and the third," I never took it as a diss or a complaint. I was like, "Damn, thank you for telling me. Like I didn't know. You know, thank you for giving me that knowledge. You know." So I never. I've always welcomed like suggestions or any kind of help. You know what I mean? I was
Hey,
helpful.
but
I
you know
was
what,
thankful
man?
for it, rather.
I was listening to what you were saying about how like
Yeah.
your people's like you go back and visit them, and
Can you hear
first
me?
thing is
I
like,
don't think
yo,
I can hear Black.
can y'all hear
Hello.
me?
I hear you.
Oh, he just dropped off. Well, what I was gonna say about Angel, I think that's why somebody like him is in a good position in his life now because of all the giving.
Right.
While everybody else is, yo, can you give me this? Can you give me that? Can you give me this? What are they doing to help someone
Right.
else?
Right.
If you just being the taker all your life, you're gonna be just left with really, you're just gonna end up being like that. Just have to always rely on somebody. Just, can you do this? Can you do that? But are you doing the same thing? Like it should be
Sure.
contagious. Like if somebody helps you, you should want to do the same for someone else. When
Sure.
you get the opportunity. But for some reason, some people feel privileged and they feel in their mind like, you know what? People love
Sure.
me. People supposed to do this for me. Whoop de whoop. Instead,
Yeah.
instead of just having gratitude and just being like, for this me, bless me when I needed it, and I'm gonna bless them or bless somebody else when they need it because somebody
Yeah.
said
Sure. Well, hey, man. Black, I'm a hop off. I'm actually gonna go for a little jog. I'm trying not to be so fat no more. So,
it. I'm about
yeah, man.
to the car. That's why I turned to what's that
All right, man. Well, yeah, hey, man.
guy's in.
Peace
So
to y'all.
yeah,
Peace to y'all. Peace to the chat. Hopefully, I can catch y'all back on the UGC boxing talk. Y'all do these live streams late these days, boy.
yeah, I might do a late one on the other channel tonight. So y'all be looking
Uh,
out for that. I might do a late live stream tonight.
yeah, man. But I'm an old man. I can't stay up so late no more, man. I
Well, you
gotta.
wait for the playback.
Yo, peace out, brethren. Peace
Enjoy
out.
your
All
day,
right,
man.
man.
Take care.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot, I'm almost to the car myself, Angel. But before you dropped off, I was just saying that the mere fact that you were such a helpful person and still a helpful person, that's why you're more fortunate and you're not stuck in the projects like a lot of people who just take all of their life and not really start being on the opposite side of that and be actually a giver and blessing someone else. So somebody who always is there to help take care of somebody else is always going to have a leg up on in life because the universe see that and the universe is going to honor the ones that's actually trying to help uh, their children. We all children in the universe. So if you helping a child in the universe, that's a blessing. You're gonna get rewarded for that. You know what I mean? But we all don't have that mentality. We've been so disrupted to think that it's about competition and making sure that you have more than the next person, and make sure when you do have more than the next person, you tell them every second of the day, "Ha ha! Look what I got! Look what you don't got." Instead of
Yeah,
you,
man.
sharing and actually helping that person to be able to experience, a little bit of what you might be on. But just unfortunately, a lot of people haven't tapped into that. But You know, whatever small percentage of people there is that it has tapped into that, you know, eventually it's going to affect, you know, more and more people to where people can just start changing. Hopefully.
Definitely, man. Because I say, man, you know, if you're thinking that you down and out, you know, just be thankful what things you do have. You know, don't look at for what you don't have. Look at the things you do have, and then just try to strive and, you know, uplift yourself even more to do a little better. And if it means, you know, picking up a book or, you know, taking a class or going that route, um, do it. You
Hmm.
know, I'm bettering myself now. I'm going to school, you know, even more. I'm trying to get a degree. You know, I mean, I was doing fine without a degree. You know what I'm saying? But I realized that, you know, if I need to if I gotta, going to be competitive, certain jobs that I want, then I need a degree. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know, and I implore everybody, man, get a degree, man. Just go out there. If you think you can't do it, man, you can do it. Because if I could do it, and I'm not the smartest person in the world, you know what I mean? By far, you know, I'm not the smartest, but you know, I know how to read. I know I can understand things. I can break things down, analyze things, and you know, I get there when I get there. You know, I don't know if it's gonna take me 4, 6, 7 years to get a degree, but I'm gonna get a degree. I'm determined, even now more than
Yeah.
ever. You know, to set the example for my girls. You know what I'm saying? For my kids. You know,
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
man.
it, man.
That's the difficult thing, you know, just when you got that goal, you want to, you know, sticking to it and just pushing at it. And then to think about it too, once you reach the goal, setting another one. Because
Set
a lot
another
of
one.
times we
Yeah.
get complacent. We reach something, we get to a certain level, and then it's just like we just stop. You know,
Right.
we stop setting a new goal. But that's what keeps us driving. That's what keeps us going. But when we don't have nothing planned, want to plan it, then yeah, we end up getting complacent, start trying to tell other people what they need to do and trying to control their lives because we ain't doing nothing with ours. So yeah, so we just gotta make sure that we keep setting goals. And like Angel Santos, he said he pursuing his degree. So if whatever it is you're trying to pursue requires you to get back in school, whatever, do what's necessary. You know, it's your life. Everything is about what you choose. You know, people love to talk about destiny, but yeah, maybe it'll be fate or something if you ain't doing nothing with it. If you ain't making no choices for yourself, you know. So you end up being like one of them, you know, like when you playing a video game and the things that's just in the way, just a random bot or something, just
Hmm.
just just going back and forth, you know, just in a way. You know, so either you in control of the game or you a part of the game.
You know, and it's crazy. It's like, all right, if that's not working over and over again, obviously it's not working. So attempting to do the same thing and thinking that you're gonna pass it, that's the pure definition of insanity. You know what I mean? Why would you keep doing the same thing over and over again, knowing that you're not gonna pass it? Obviously, you need to try a different method to get to the goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That doesn't mean cheat or do anything illegal or anything like that. It means apply yourself even more, work hard, and get to that goal. Simple. You
yep.
know what I mean?
Well, salute to everybody that tuned in. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you like today's content. Also, for the one sketching the playback, remember that if you have any suggestions, that you can leave us a comment on the next discussion, so that you know when we're doing these live nature walks and stuff like that, you know we can talk about it and we can have a group build on it. You know what I mean? So appreciate you, Angel, for coming on,
Yep.
man. And
Thanks for
you
having me,
know,
my brother.
and like I said, I might do a live on the other channel tonight, so just be looking
All right.
out for that if you up.
Yeah, man. Just let me know, man. Just let me know. Give me a call and I'll
All
jump
right,
on.
no doubt, no doubt. Well, y'all have a great day, and you know, make sure that bell icon is hit for the new subscribers so you get the notifications, and y'all can join us on the live, you know, instead of catching playback. But y'all enjoy y'all day, and stay positive, and I'll see y'all on the next one. We out.
We out.